Hi, I'm Dave Breckle. I'm the Market Development Manager for OMRON in the UK, and I'd like to just quickly show you our S8VK-X range of intelligent power supplies. A power supply typically has quite a long service life. You would expect to run for maybe 10 to 15 years within a panel. That's obviously dependent on the power supply not being overloaded, being run at a standard temperature, and not being abused in any way. One of the issues that people do have though is when a power supply does reach the end of its life, or if it fails due to being overloaded, quite often it doesn't fail completely. What will happen is the capacitors inside it will start to break down, you'll get voltage fluctuations, this can cause all sorts of issues. In addition to that, if you think if the DC power supply goes down in a panel, you'll lose all the systems that are connected to it as well. The S8VK-X, which is our intelligent power supply, actually has an Ethernet IP port and lets us get some real-time data out of the power supply. So by connecting up onto the power supply, we can find out the usage time, the temperature it's running at, alarm outputs, its lifespan coming back. All this can be fed very easily into an HMI or into a PLC. It also has a very clever function built in where it will give you a real-time lifespan. So under perfect conditions, it may be, for example, 15 years. But if the power supply is overheated or if it's been run with too high a load, it's able to sense this and adjust the lifespan accordingly. So, when we look at something like a power supply, it may have a maximum temperature operating range of say 50 degrees. If you were to run it at 60 degrees, you're roughly half its lifespan. So a 15-year-old power supply might only run 7 years at that point. If you were to run an extra 10 degrees above that, it might only be 3.5. So by being able to actually take that real-time temperature and adjust it down, it means that you can essentially know the lifespan of the power supply and it can be replaced long before a failure takes out your machine. Here's the unit itself. It's one of the most compact power supplies on the market. It uses our push-in plus technology, which makes it far quicker to wire the power supply up, makes it immune to screws loosening due to vibration on the machine. We have an OLED display inside, which allows us to cycle through. We can see the voltage, we can see the current, we can see its lifespan in terms of its years of operation, its percentage of lifespan, etc. Kilowatt hours actually used in the unit. We have the Ethernet IP port here. We have a series of alarm outputs, boost function, and we also have an adjustment trimmer pot here so you can adjust for long cable runs to ensure you get the right voltage at the end of it as well.